All over West Michigan, this is 24-Hour News 8 Football Frenzy.
Well, it began with College Game Day live in Kalamazoo and then continued with the high school football state semifinals all across West Michigan and beyond today. Hi again, everybody, and welcome to another Saturday edition of the Football Frenzy. Alongside Zach Sapanik, I'm Larry Figursky.
Well, Larry, 8 West Michigan teams took the field today. 2 wins away from a state championship. We got highlights of all 8.
Yeah, and those teams also just 1 win now away from a trip to Ford Field. We'll begin in Division II. The unbeaten Red Arrows of Lowell traveling to Brighton to beat the 11-1 Warriors of Walled Lake Western. Walled Lake already up 14-7 in the second. That's Cody White takes the snap, dances around to the backfield, breaks free, and check out the stiff arm there. He goes 61 yards for the score. It was 21-7, and Walled Lake Western led it 31-14 at the half. Lowell's been a comeback team. They tried again today. David Cruz punches in the 1-yarder, cut the lead to 37-27. Then with the snow falling in the fourth, Cruz again takes this one up the middle from 15 yards out. It cut it to 37-34, but that's as close as they would get. The Red Arrows eliminated 37-34.
Our kids had a great year, and they overachieved to the point where they ended up running into a pretty good team with a pretty good player on it, and it just makes it tough to, the further down you go. So I'm really proud of our guys. They've represented us very well this year.
3 in all West Michigan battle in Kentwood. The 11-1 Big Reds of Muskegon taking on unbeaten Edwardsburg. To the third quarter, that's Ladarius Jefferson plowing over the line for the touchdown, his second of the day. Muskegon led 19-0. And in the fourth, Edwardsburg did get on the board. Austin Klein taking it in from 20 yards out. That was the only time the Eddies found pay dirt. 19-8. Muskegon advances to the state championship.
They're very, very good at what they do, and they've won a lot of games and they scored a lot of points. And for our kids to keep them out of the end zone and the conditions and the wind in their face and all that kind of stuff says a lot about our character, our kids, and our defense. But that's a really good offensive team.
In Division IV, another all-West Michigan clash in Greenville. 10-2 Unity Christian in the semis for the very first time, facing 11-1 Grand Rapids Catholic Central. That guy's going to be sick on Monday. 10-3 GRCC in the second. Jack Bowe in the give. Nolan Fugate in from 4 yards out. It was 17-3 GRCC. Same score, same combination. Again, this time Fugate stopped and going to go second effort to fight his way in from 5 yards out. That made it 24-3. And in the fourth, Antonio Strong takes the direct snap. He gets in wide left. Grand Rapids Catholic Central eliminates Unity Christian 31-13. They'll face Detroit Country Day Friday at 7:30.
I'm so happy for our kids, our seniors. I mean, it just feels great for them.
What's going to be the focus going for?
Well, it's just the same as it always has been. It's going to be the focus on us, number one, making sure that we're ready to go, and number two, on our opponent.
In Division V, the 3-time defending state champion West Catholic Falcons meeting 11-1 Algonac in Battle Creek. Third quarter, fourth down for the Muskrats inside the red zone. However, West Catholic's defense, like it did all game long, a pack of Falcons racing over for the stop. Algonac did not find the end zone once all day. To the fourth, Dominic Stornot takes the handoff 9 yards later. The dagger. West Catholic on to a fourth consecutive state final, topping Algonac 17-0. The Falcons take on Menominee next Saturday at 4:30.
In Division 7, the 11-1 Rangers of Cassopolis tangling with 10-2 Detroit Loyola in Jackson. Bulldogs jumped out to an early late 8-0 lead, and add to it here, Bryce Watkins deep for Hunter Harris, who makes the grab. Back of the end zone, add the 2, and the lead was 16. Cassopolis finally on the board here in the second. Shane Lose stopped at the line, still gets in on the left side. That cut it to 16-6, but it was all visitors from there. Detroit Loyola going on to eliminate the Rangers 54-22.
And in Division 8, the unbeaten and 3-time defending state champion Cougars of Muskegon Catholic Central making the long trip to Petoskey to meet St. Ignace. In the third, Crusaders up 14-zip. Walker Christofferson, though, around the right end for the score to make it 21-0. Now in the fourth, make it 28-0. Dawson Stegman up the middle, in from 9 yards out. Muskegon Catholic Central wins handily, 35-0. They'll meet Ottawa Lake Whiteford Friday at 10 a.m.
Now the high school volleyball season wrapping up today in Battle Creek. Rockford squaring off with defending champ Novi in the Class A state championship match. After dropping the first game 25-23, Rockford answering the second. Cassandra Smeagol with the block there, and then Madeline Long setting Olivia Rademacher for the kill. Rockford took the second game 25-20, but Novi came back to win the next two, both 25-22. Rams fall in the championship match 3-1.
And in Class B, Lake Odessa Lakewood on the right side of your screen taking on North Branch in the title game. After dropping the first two games, the Vikings trying to battle back. Off the set, Haley Marks with the kill. Through the block and down for the point. Lakewood cut the lead to 5. Back on the match point. Lakewood again for the kill there. But this time Olivia Fike there for the block. Lakewood falling to North Branch 3-0.
Well, back to football now. Michigan State, Western, and Ferris State all in action today in big games for all for different reasons. College highlights up next on The Frenzy.
Welcome back to a Saturday edition of the Football Frenzy.
And the national spotlight shining even brighter on not only the Western Michigan Broncos, but the entire university and the city of Kalamazoo, and really all of West Michigan for that matter. ESPN's College Game Day airing live from Western all morning long. Huge turnout and response from students, alums, and Kalamazoo residents alike.
The Broncos trying to move one step closer to their first MAC championship in 30 years. 35-point favorites today over visiting Buffalo. Third quarter, 17-0 lead for WMU. Zach Terrell swings it out to Michael Henry. He does the rest, 65 yards to the house. Terrell, a career-high 445 yards in the game to break Tim Hiller's school record for career passing yards. To the fourth, Terrell to his favorite target, Corey Davis, one of his 13 receptions in the game. Broncos out front 31-0 at that point. Then for good measure, Fabian Johnson, a strong 9-yard touchdown run. Broncos keep on rowing the boat, now 11-0, 38-0 over Buffalo.
Last week's loss to Michigan Wolverines, still just 2 wins away from a trip to the Big Ten championship game. Ohio State next week, Indiana today, and no instant spade, and boy, it showed. John O'Korn struggled in the air, but got some help on the ground. Wolverines down 10-6 late in the third. Davion Smith breaks it up the middle, bounces outside, dives just over the pylon, 34 yards. Michigan was up 13-10, and then in the fourth, Smith again up the middle. This time bounces it near side, 39 yards for the touchdown. That put Michigan up 10, and just in time as that snow began to fall, pouring down. Wow. Michigan outlasting Indiana 20-10 at the Big House.
Just up the road in East Lansing, the Michigan State Spartans trying to play spoiler against second-ranked Ohio State. Second offensive play of the game, Tyler O'Connor fakes the inside handoff, fakes the throw right, swings it back short left to L.J. Scott. Some great blocks and goes down the sidelines to the distance. 64 yards for the score, 7-0 Spartans early on. Then make it 10-10 late in the third. Ohio State answering. Mike Weber barreling in from 4 yards out. That put the Buckeyes up 17-10. Now less than 5 to play. Spartans with a chance to tie. L.J. Scott, one of his 160 yards on the day. That cut the lead to 1. And then Mark D'Antonio deciding to go for 2 and the win. O'Connor, though, picked off in the end zone by Eric Smith. The Buckeyes slipping past the Spartans 17-16.
Now the Division II national playoffs kicking off today in Big Rapids. The Bulldogs playing host to Midwestern State out of Texas, and you know they enjoyed the weather. Ferris down 20-16 until this. Trevor Birmingham in for the injured Reggie Bell, scampers in. Bulldogs led it 23-20. Make it 30-20. First possession of the third, and guess who? Birmingham again. He had a monster day. This one covers 15 yards. It was 37-20. And then just for good measure, here he goes to the air. He'll find Malik Taylor. He spins free and goes 37 yards for the score. Ferris taking care of round one. They win it today 65-34.
In the association, after back-to-back losses on the road, the Pistons opening a 4-game homestand tonight. First up, the Boston Celtics. Late in the fourth, Pistons down 3, but Tobias Harris from the corner buries the triple. Things were all square at 92 with 20 seconds to play. The Celtics' big-time offseason acquisition, though, Al Horford played hero for his team. After 2 missed shots, Horford there to clean things up. Pistons lose for the first time at home this season, a heartbreaker, 94-92.
And Calvin women's volleyball team won the Division III national championship tonight. Wow. Their men's soccer team moved on to the Final Four, so a good day for the Knights as well.
Slow day in sports. Good work, gentlemen.
One more week to go.
Kyle.
Hey, we've got the cool weather sticking around here for tomorrow. In fact, one of our coldest afternoon highs in a very long time, about 6 months in fact. 37 the high, a few flurries, breezy, chilly, much less windy, and a touch warmer for Monday. Sun comes back, 42, 43 Tuesday. Rain, maybe a few snowflakes mix in here Wednesday and Thanksgiving, and then light snow for Black Friday. I don't think it's going to be anything to slow down traffic, though.
All right, but yeah, the wind, and that was evident on Lake Michigan. I know a lot of folks got a kick out of your Facebook Live of the Lake Michigan.
Waves crashing over the
Yeah,
lighthouse.
cool stuff.
It's neat. Thanks for being with us. Have a good night.
Stay connected to 24-Hour News 8 on your cell phone. Up-to-the-minute news and live radar at WOOD-TV8.com.